Welcome to On Writing with Onkarabile Mokoto, the show that is aiming to promote reading and writing in our communities. We seek to restore dignity and our voices through the power of reading and writing. Ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome Lindiwe Kunene today, who is here to share more on her book, A Life by Grace. She didn't just write a book, but she has turned a book into a movie, and that's what we'll be talking about today. Ma'am Lindiwe, thank you so much, Mama, for coming.
Thank you so much for inviting me and honoring me and giving me this time to share about my book.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now we have seen Abu Harry Potter after those books that we know that have been turned into series, into movies, and currently we have seen our own South African Ududu Busani. Also, she has turned her books into a series. And here you are. And here you are, Omam Lindi, where we have seen currently your book also way to a film festival, being screened there. Please tell us more about that project that you are busy with.
The project. Okay, the movie screening happened last week at the Stekineko Maponya Mall, and we thank God for answering our prayers. The movie is from the book A Life by Grace. In fact, in the beginning, my dream was doing a movie, not the book.
Okay.
But then with all the research that I was doing on how to make a movie, all those, I was advised that I should write a book first about my story, then convert it to a movie. Okay. Yes, I started writing long ago, and I had all the stop and go, and up until last year, the dream of writing that book happened. I started in September, and the book was launched this year, 1st May 2021. And then shortly after that, we had to start with a journey now of adapting the book to a movie. So it was not a long process, but it was I enjoyed the process, though there's a lot of sacrifice. There are challenges in between, and also making sure that this dream comes through. And again, we didn't have any funding. It was self-funded.
Before we talk about funding, I want to know A Life by Grace. Briefly, what is all about? Because I've seen that is a true story.
Yeah.
Briefly, can you please share with us what it's all about?
Okay, the name A Life by Grace is from it says I am alive by the grace of God, because of I was married for 14 years, and I experienced gender-based violence in my marriage. And it says I'm alive by grace because I was nearly killed by my late husband. And I think it happened many times in the duration of my marriage, but the last straw was when, on the day, because he ended up committing suicide, on the day where he committed suicide, I think his plan was to kill all of us, but it did not materialize because of the grace of God. Hence I say I'm alive by the grace of God.
So you show this into a movie now.
Yes.
No, that is great. That's great. So tell us about, because how did you start, after writing a book, how did you start this project of now turning it into a movie? Because many authors really want to venture into that area, but they don't know how to do it. So where did you start? Who did you get? Where did you go to find this information about turning a book into a movie?
Okay, I would say I approached people that I know. They are in filming, they are acting, and people who have already done the film before.
Okay.
And I spoke to them. I find out how to go about, what needs to happen, and everyone came up with different options of how to do it. And then my main aim was to make sure that I retain my rights in the book and also in the movie. So the other offers, I was not happy about them because I was going to lose my rights.
Okay.
Up until I found the Siandluzi films, and it was working according to what I wanted. That's when then we started having those meetings, planning, do screenwriting, and then up until we agreed on everything, and then we started shooting in September.
Okay.
Yes.
And let's talk about funding. You spoke about self-funding. What is happening there?
Self-funding, it means I had to pay for the uh, the cameras. I had to pay. For me, it was God's grace even in the self-funding, because the way we did it, we were cutting costs, yes, but when you see the movie, you won't see that we were cutting costs.
For an example, how did you cut cost? Can you just give me maybe one example? How did you cut cost?
We cut the cost because we didn't take long to shoot the movie.
Okay.
Normally, when you hear other people, they will say they took a year, others 2 years, others 3 years.
Yeah.
We shot the movie in 1 weekend.
Okay.
So that's how we cut the cost, and also with the venues that we were using. Yes, we didn't pay that much. Yes.
So the people who came, who were part of the project, like the actors, the directors, how did you guys manage to pay them? Did you guys pay them, or you said no, we'll pay you later when the project is done? What did you guys?
Yes, we agreed that we will pay them later. That's how we also cutting costs.
Okay.
Yes.
And they were on board.
They were on board and they were okay about it. Yeah, what we need to do now is to make sure that the movie is okay and we distribute it, then we get our money.
Okay. And what's your vision about the movie? Where are you gonna? Do you have distribution channels? As you speak about distribution, have you already targeted some distribution channels that you guys know, or some people that they know? Do you have like guaranteed, if I can say, distribution channels that?
Yes, by the grace of God, as we are with the Siandluzi films. Yes, he has all the knowledge, and already from the Soweto festival, yes, there are, information, and we were blessed to find people that are going to help us with all the process of distribution, and also refining the movie to be in that standard of distribution.
Nice. So are you also acting on the movie, or you just said no, let me stay behind the scene and get someone like me who will act like me?
No, I'm not acting as myself.
Okay.
There's somebody acting on my behalf.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
I'm also in the movies.
Oh, you're also in the movie?
Yes,
like
I'm acting.
Oh, you're acting also?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
No, it is good, it's good. No, you're doing a very great job. You're doing a very great job. So, haven't you thought of approaching some government organizations that fund some movies and stuff? Haven't you guys?
Yes, we the plan was that we have something when we go and approach those government institutes. Yes, because you can't say you want to shoot and there's nothing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
now we have something that we are working on, and if they want to see, they can see, and then they will say, okay, fix there, fix here, so that, yes, because that going to film festival, that is the same reason that it's like displaying the movie, so showcasing the movie, so that we get those fundings, so that we can, be sure that the movie will be distributed, because I want the movie to be seen, because there are people who don't like reading, and if it's a movie, people will understand, because the movie is about gender-based violence. And right now I can say gender-based violence is a pandemic, because it's being experienced everywhere. Homes, friendships, relationships, marriages, so communities. So the aim of doing this movie is bringing an awareness, teaching, and also letting people to know that there is help, because people that are abusing other people, you find that they have traumas that they have not dealt with. And but if you stand up, and or if you see that there is help, you know, that can change your life, there is hope, then people will start. Because like other people, they're scared to speak the truth. Other people, they are scared to come out, even from their own situation that they are not happy with. But if it's out there, people are saying that even myself, I'm coming from that situation, but I'm okay. Right now, I'm doing things that, you know, most of the people that suffered, they lose hope, and others, they you know, like their lives, they feel as failures, or they are not loved, therefore you can do anything. For instance, I know there are people who resort to substance abuse. The people resort to, you know, that life that shows that I suffered, therefore it means I have a right not to live a life that I want. So I'm trying to show that God, God is powerful. God is awesome. If you come out from your situation, seek Him, ask Him, He will help you.
No, indeed.
Yes.
And you know, you mentioned a very important thing, and I wanted to ask you about that. Apart from what you have mentioned, that you know some people don't like reading, so by turning the book into a movie, you'll be giving them the opportunity also to be able to get the message that is in the book. You know, I was telling the other person, I was saying, you know, if you're an author and you turn your book into a movie, you also create what you can say job opportunity for other people.
Yes.
Because if you sell the book, if I sell only this book by Onkarabile, you know, Road Through Your Knowledge, I sell it 150. If I get 150, it's mine alone, you know. But if this book is a movie, it means I have actors that I'm gonna pay, directors, producers. So apart from that one and the one that you have mentioned, what can you make? How can you motivate authors to actually turn their books into a movie, not only just like this? What will be the other reasons?
Yes, I like the reason that, you know, it's a job creation. And also what we did, we partnered with people that are doing photography, directors, actors, everything there, because we want to give people opportunities, because there are actors out there, you know how difficult it is to get jobs from, you know,
entertainment industry.
Yes, it's very difficult. So this is what we will be doing, because we are planning to do a Life by Grace, a series as well. It's not a once-off movie, because we must teach. This message must be out there. It must be in everybody's face, especially the younger generation, to learn and to know that abuse is evil. So you don't hide behind your anger. Deal with your issues. You can heal and be a better person. So yeah, that's what we wanted to do. We bring everyone with your expertise, you know, with the knowledge that you have, and we work together.
And you know, on that note, are we gonna see the new talents on your movie, or we're gonna see the people that you always see when you watch this story? You see them, you watch the story, you see them.
That
are you gonna see the new talent?
Aim. We want new talent. Yes, of course, we did mix it with people who are already in the industry acting, because they must learn from the new ones. And also they have a desire to act, so, and they can do it, and we have seen it. They are doing it, and I'm sure they will improve. So it's encouraging people that have not done anything because they don't have money, because they don't have the access, they don't have the knowledge. So this is what we will be doing.
No, that is great. And I'm going to ask you the last question. As we wrap up the conversation, someone is there watching the show as an author, and he or she has been having a dream of turning a book into a movie, but they don't know where to go, how to do it. They don't know. They think of maybe moving it in 1 million, because if you watch those international movies, you will hear them talking. You spend about 2 million.
Yes.
And you are thinking as an author, when will I get when will I get even 500,000? So is that much? Does it cost that much that someone who's watching the show now will just give up, not believing that he can actually do that? I mean, you have done it yourself.
Yes. Okay, I won't lie and say it's cheap. It is expensive, but if you really want your dream to come through, you will sacrifice. Like what I did, I had to sacrifice. It was tough for me to be able to save that money because I wanted it, and I've been dreaming about it, and I've been hoping and praying and really wanted this to happen. So it depends on how really you want it, for you to sacrifice, for you to go out there and go, go an extra mile of sacrificing the things you would love to have versus the thing that you want, because this is a lifetime thing.
Yes.
And like you said, it's a job creation, and it's going to give people the knowledge.
Yes.
It's going to give hope, so you weigh all those options with, okay, how much do I want it, and how is this going to help the nation?
You don't just look at the now, you look at the future.
Yes.
No,
So
that is powerful.
in that way, you will sacrifice. It depends how you will do it. Either you borrow the money or you save the money. Yes, because it's been a long-term dream.
No, that's great. So if people want to get hold of you, Ma'am Lindiwe, if maybe people want to sponsor, or support or be part of your project, where can they get hold of you?
Okay, on Facebook, it's Alive by Grace, #Lindiwe Kunene, and then Instagram it's Lindiwe5298, and then my number is 061 992 0525. And then I'm working with Siandlozi Films on Facebook. You can find them on Facebook. Unfortunately, I don't have their number now, but if you contact me, then I will definitely refer you.
Yes. Ma'am Lindiwe Kunene, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence and sharing with authors about such wonderful knowledge. And
thank you.
We hope for the best for your project.
Yes, and I hope those authors will stand up for their dreams and do something.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching On Writing with Onkarabile Mokoto, the show that is aiming to promote reading and writing in our communities. Please do subscribe to our channel, Nolu Unlimited Multimedia. And my name is Onkarabile Mokoto. I'm saying to you, don't wait for things to come to you, go and get things. See you soon.